You're looking at Chery's first three-row SUV in Australia and easily the car maker's best effort to date, offering truly outstanding bang for buck with a ton of luxury features, stacks of cabin space and proper get up and go from its 2-litre turbo petrol engine. And all of that with razor-sharp drive-away pricing and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating for peace of mind. It's called the Tiggo 8 Pro Max, and while it ticks all the boxes on paper, despite competing in one of the most hotly contested auto segments in the country, I thought I'd see for myself with a sneaky road trip down to my Rello's place in Kangaroo Valley, only this time with a few interesting stops along the way. Not always on tarmac either. Chery has really nailed the styling here with a thoroughly resolved design all round, topped off with animated LED lights and cool light signatures worthy of expensive German brands. Proportionally, it works well, which is not always the case with 7-seaters. They can look awkward. And while there's a big value proposition from the base level at $41,990 drive away, there's outstanding value across the entire Tiggo 8 Pro Max range, including the range-topping ultimate all-wheel drive we have here, and yours for $47,990 drive away. Well, we're not expecting sunny weather for the rest of the day because the forecast is diabolical, but still plenty to see if you take the scenic route out of Sydney via Kiama before we duck into some windy roads on our way down to Kangaroo Valley. I know for most of us it comes down to price, but I've always gone for all-wheel drive in our family chariot for better traction in bad weather and to have the confidence to go off the beaten track. And let's face it, it's just plain fun. It's also rated for 1,300 kilograms of brake towing capacity for those with box trailers or surfers with jet skis. It would be a mistake to consider the Tiggo 8 Pro Max simply on the merits of its tempting drive-away pricing, though it does offer outstanding value for money and will surprise anyone looking at a Chery for the first time on almost every level, and that's from engineering to comfort. Buyers will also take comfort in Tiggo 8's 5-star ANCAP safety rating, awarded in 2023 and valid across all 3 variants. It's got 10 airbags and a full suite of active driver assist systems, some of which can be effectively customised to suit different driving conditions. The weather, 1 minute sunny, next minute rain squalls, who knows? Anyway, just after a quick stop at my go-to bakery here in Kiama, Flour Water Salt, you've got to come up here and check out the lighthouse and the blowhole, because in a big swell, this thing goes right off. Honestly, even if you're getting out of a car just a few years old, you're going to flip over this cabin, both for the tech on display and the sheer comfort it offers. There are precious few cars, even at twice this price, that offer armchair seats this comfortable. It's eye-opening, it really is. Not only are they superbly cushioned and quilted, but these side bolsters stop any undue sliding around, and again, it doesn't impede the comfort. It's just brilliant. I've got a theory on this too. Given that the metal speaker grills appear to have been inspired by high-end Benz models, surely it's the flagship S-Class that has inspired the design of these seats, even down to the headrests that feel like they're down-filled. And not only are they both heated and ventilated, there's powered controls on the side to move the front passenger seat forward or aft for easier rear seat access. And even this flat bottom steering wheel has a luxury look and feel to it, along with plenty of shortcut functionality. Initially I was thinking the driving position was quite elevated, but the fact that you sink well into these seats means that you're still very much in the car, but with still a commanding view all round. Kind of like a Range Rover, just quietly. And just have a look at the sheer level of tech on display here. Dual 12.3-inch high-def screens and ambient lighting that's not only mega bright and customizable to any colour you want, you get it in the second row as well. Funny how wired smartphone connections might be perceived as old hat now, even USB-C. Good thing then Tiggo 8 Pro Max gets wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that's a cinch to connect to. And the volume scroller down here, well, that turns the screen on and off too. And for when you don't have phone reception, there's integrated satellite navigation. There's also Chery voice assistant, so you can keep your hands firmly on the steering wheel. Hello, Chery.
Here.
Turn the volume up. And behind those metal speaker grills I mentioned earlier, you'll find a really good 10-speaker Sony audio system. And there's a 360-degree camera to help you in tight spots or just backing out of your driveway with superb clarity. Everywhere you look in here, there are soft touch surfaces. And while it's laden with all the latest tech, the design is still clean and well organised with good ergonomics. I like this smart looking shifter, though the drive mode selection is via this rotary dial. And if I roll this back here, it opens up a stack of storage space for phones, wallets, keys. There's even a dedicated wireless charging pad with a USB A and C port, cup holders, and under here, under the console itself, there's a massive storage area, enough room for a handbag or even a laptop. And one of my favourite features, this soft opening and close console bin that's also cooled and very deep. Nearly forgot. The Tiggo 8 also has an auto fragrance system that releases one of 3 nice smelling scents. And if all that doesn't at least tempt you, there's also an air quality system that automatically engages air recirculation if high levels of polluted air are detected. Fair dinkum, there's precious little this Tiggo 8 doesn't get. Climb into the second row and you'll also find smart space packaging because these seats slide forward or aft, allowing for maximum legroom for second row passengers. In fact, I can get my feet all the way under the seat in front of me. Better still, the floor back here is almost dead flat, and that allows for a comfortable position for the middle seat passenger if you've got one. If you haven't got one of those, pop the armrest down, you get a couple of cup holders as well. But I just want to rave about the comfort back here. It's almost the same as those seats up front, mainly because of the cushioning and this quilting back here. Just fantastic. Third row seats are easily deployable from the boot, and of course kids can easily access these seats from the second row doors. Best thing about being back here though, apart from fitting, is the fact that you get vents on both sides and you get a fan speed control. With the third row folded, there's 479 litres of boot space back there. The Tiggo 8's all-wheel drive system's been getting a proper workout with all the rain we've had down here, but it puts its 180 kilowatts of power down well, even in some of the torrential downpours we've had. Normally, you've got to go for the range topper to get the peppy engine. But in the Tiggo 8 lineup, even the entry level gets this peppy 2-litre turbo 4. And to be honest, with 180 kilowatts, 375 newton meters, not exactly hanging about. And what I really like about it is it's got a really raughty engine note from the mid-range that I really quite like, and again, wasn't expecting from this family-friendly SUV. And did I tell you there's a built-in dash cam from the Elite grade up? Yep, that too. It kicks off in the default Eco drive mode, and while it's not bad in terms of throttle response, go ahead and dial up normal or even sport mode for more urgent response. Steep hill climbs and safe high-speed overtaking are some of the benefits of this torquey powertrain with 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. I really like the way the Tiggo 8 Pro Max handles itself. It runs McPherson strut like front suspension and a multi-link rear. And it's not just the lack of body roll that impresses me, it's the fact that it handles the bumps really, really well, including potholes, and of those we have millions down here, and also the broken road too. You really don't feel that. I mean, if I have to say, it errs on a slightly sporty side, but not at the expense of general comfort, that's for sure. There's plenty to see around this area, and with all the rain we've had, the waterfalls are going off. Check this one out, it's called Belmore. It's hard to think of another similarly priced SUV in this segment that ticks so many boxes, especially at the entry level. And I'm not just talking about the sheer number of features on board or the comfort it offers. So too with the engineering and the vast holistic improvement over previous Chery models. It looks good, goes well on all levels, and offers the kind of luxury cabin, tech and features previously the sole domain of expensive German makes. This is another bang for buck hero worthy of top billing for those with a keen eye for value. Never mind the 7-year warranty, 7 years roadside assist and cap price servicing.